chokes her.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how am I swallowing?
Please just breathe normally, please. Deep breath. Again. One more. Good. Now do this one. Turn your head side to side. Other way. You look at me. Tip your head down. Other way.
Good.
Spin here.
Cracked my neck, thanks. I felt good.
Gently. Gently.
You know, that hurts. We do anything about this? I don't know what's causing that. It hurts bad.
The skin, you mean?
Yes, this is what's hurting. This is where, and I can get rid of it, but then it ends up turning into little bumps.
How do you get rid of it?
The steroids. He gave me some other cream. I took a picture of it, but once I put the cream on, it burns.
Colombo.
Yes.
Sit that for me.
This is my biggest bitch right here.
Did you hear what she said about you?
Yeah, I know. I'll agree with her.
She ain't going to hurt me.
I thought it was funny.
It is though. It's true.
Hips are working, which is good. Straighten your knee, bend it. Straighten your knee, bend it. Put your hand here.
Heard that cracking.
Lift it for me. Straighten it. Bend it. That's arthritis behind the kneecap. Not aggressive, which is good.
I knew I had arthritis because I know I got it in my back. It told me a while back that I had it in my back. I'm just put me in super glue. Make me feel better.
Bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap, there you go.
I suggested to patients sometimes bubble wrap when they're in like accidents or something. I said, you have a target painting on your back, bubble wrap.
But you're a Michigan fan, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah,
Yeah, once you get used to
okay. I
it.
know. I'm a state fan. Sorry. But are you a true Michigan fan?
I am not a Walmart Wolverine.
No, you did not.
I am not a Walmart Wolverine. I am a Wolverine alumnus. I went to Michigan, so I have a right to be a people that love Michigan and trash a state that don't have any affiliation with Michigan, they're Walmart Wolverines. If you went online and looked them up, you find people with trucks, missing teeth, with just.
Oh, Billy.
Those are people who like to trash Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
trash state, and be Michigan people. So I have no. I don't like people that are Walmart Wolverines.
Now, I will tell you this. Are you a true Michigan fan, though?
In that,
Because if, let's say, Michigan State's playing, do you, from some other team, do you root for Michigan State or do you root for the other team?
I root for Michigan State because if not, my wife, who's a state alumnus, would beat the shit out of me.
See, now we say that that's the truth.
Opposites attract.
Now, it's my second wife, so my daughter, who's a Michigan alumnus, other than for Mary, when my daughter went to the Final Four when State won the national championship in basketball, my daughter was there because she's in advertising. She said, Dad, I don't care if State loses 123-0. I can't cheer for them. And that's my daughter is. She said if my youngest son went to Ohio State or Michigan State, she'd never talk to him again.
See, now that's wrong. See,
She's mellowed. She's mellowed through the years,
okay.
but not a lot.
See, now if Michigan State, play, of course I'm going to vote for my green. But if Michigan is playing some other team, Ohio or whoever, Wisconsin or we will root for Michigan. That's where we say, are you a true Michigan fan, as in the state of Michigan?
I was Cleveland, and a friend of mine who's an Ohio State alumnus came to my dinner talk, and he brought me a Cleveland Indian hat. I said, and he went to Ohio State. I said, David, if you brought me an Ohio State hat, I would have had to go to the bathroom, defecate in it, fold it up, and give it back to you. but I can handle it, Cleveland Indians. I'm truly anti-Ohio State. So my son-in-law, who's a major corporate executive, had a regional meeting down in Columbus, and it was actually at their stadium. And he invited my daughter, and the two of them go down there and go to the meeting and tour the Buckeye Stadium. My daughter says, why? Why do I want to walk through Buckeye? Because it's a Big Ten school, but Ohio State says, I don't want to go.
That is stubbornness right there.
My youngest went to Indiana, and so when I was there on a Friday
Cool.
for a dinner with him, Saturday, Michigan State Saturday, so I came home an early flight, wife picked me up at the airport on my way to the game. I called my daughter up and said, Marcy, I'm wearing an IU shirt to the game. She said, Dad, in her deep voice, Dad, this is Michigan State. You're a Michigan alumnus. Stop at one of the vendors and buy yourself a Michigan shirt. Because you can't show up, so I showed up with an Indiana shirt, but I had in the trunk a Michigan exchange. So yeah, she's really,
She was looking out for you though.
Maybe good.
She didn't want to see you get hurt in the parking lot. My two biggest bitches is, with all this going on, is my fatigue is getting worse, okay, for my hands, my hair, and when my knee, swells up like a ball, which I used to blame for, the surgery that I had, that it would swell up and, had my knee drained a couple of times for water on it. I don't want to do that again. That's not nice. That hurts. They lie when they say it's numb. I just like to stop with, especially my hands, because I clean for a living. And this is horrible, especially when I put gloves on and I take them off. It's like my whole hand seems like it's flaked because of the water. I can't even enjoy my pool because if I get in the pool, the chlorine.
burns.
Yep, or I itch like a mofo in the middle of the night because of it. Mofo is a good word. Trying really hard not to swear.
I always try not to, and I fail.
Well, you're okay with us because we're trying to. I didn't take no medication today. I didn't take anything because I didn't know what I needed. I needed for you to know and to go on. So, especially not taking my Xanax, driving this far. Holy shit! I'm so glad you decided to go because I almost came by myself. I just want to feel better. I'm sick and tired of feeling this way. Especially having long, thick hair and you got no hair.
Dina. Moist heat. Stretching. Straight leg lift, 2 sets of 10. Give a prescription for Plaquenil, 200 milligrams, number 60, 1 BID with 2 refills. Write down ophthalmology exam every 6 to 12 months. Give her a half a dozen plastic rubber gloves. So that way you can do rectal exams with the guys that you know up north if you want to. Back and forth here on Notch.
I know a few people that I would love to.
Kidding.
I'm not.
And who have you seen dermatology-wise, if anybody?
I have seen a dermatologist.
There's no good ones in Port
North
Huron.
end
You
of
got a good
town.
one?
North end of town. Who is that? Who is that north end of town? Because they were giving me shots in my head.
Let's
last
see.
Look up
night.
Dr. Icobelli, Icobelli, his name and phone number, dermatologist. So here's what I want you to do. Every day shower, tub bath like you normally do. Every day stretching. Tell me bears and hibernating. Straight leg lifts, watch me, this is knee arthritis. You're lying in bed. 1, 2, 3, 10, 10, 10, and 10. I'm giving you some rubber gloves because what I want you to do is, I want you to have an experiment. I want you to take and get one of the neutralizing, or one of the moisturizing hand creams, something, one of the old things like Nivea or something like that. And I want you to put it in your hand, and I want you to sleep with rubber gloves.
I do cotton gloves, and I put on.
Would coconut oil work?
Hmm?
Coconut oil work?
No, I like Nivea.
Do ya?
I've been around for a long time.
It's not Nivea. It starts with the E. What's that?
Eucerin.
Eucerin. That's what I use on my
Yeah,
hands.
I see.
I put it on there. My husband's been putting Neosporin and wrapping me with
You're
bandages.
right. But that doesn't help it heal, it just prevent the infections. But when you work, though, you wear gloves all the time, am I right?
I'm wearing
So if you're in
gloves.
water, you're always wearing gloves.
Right.
Okay, but try the rubber glove instead of the cotton glove, see if that makes a difference.
Okay.
Sort of experiment with your right hand, which is the worst of the two. So I would give the Plaquenil a while to work. You're a lupus suspect, and I'm not even calling you lupus, I'm calling you maybe a connective tissue disease. I don't like to use the term lupus unless I'm sure, because
Thank you.
it brings fear to the hearts of men and women. And if, let's say, at some point in time, in 5 years, you wanted to open up a subject screening business, and you have a diagnosis of lupus someplace in your record, then it's difficult for insurance and other things. So I'm calling you the possibility of a connective tissue disease, treated with Plaquenil. The fact, again, that you responded well to steroids tell me you have an inflammatory something around your system. Not sure what yet. So I would give the Plaquenil a try. I'm giving you the name of Dr. Icabelli, a very smart dermatologist in probably closer to you than I am, but not real close, like Metro Parkway or someplace like
Yeah, it's
that,
not bad.
or maybe 19 Mile in Garfield area.
Okay.
And I trust him a lot. He's been around for a long time. He and his associate, I like Icabelli better, but he's really smart. Not one of these runs people through like these dermatology mills do. You know what I'm saying? Where they sort of look at you, thank you, ma'am, and get you out of there.
Yeah, that's what I was dealing with when I did have insurance. I was getting the shots in the head, and
He's not like that. He's a good guy.
that's why I can't stand this. I cannot
I
stand
agree
any
with
of
you.
this.
I don't really think that the hands are lupus. I think some of the other things could be the sensitivity to the sun, the hair loss, things like that. And I have a slip for blood tests. So when you get back to Port Huron, get these blood tests done. Wait about a week and call here, and we'll let you know what the results are. If I see something funky ahead of time, I'll let you know.
All right.
Questions? Questions?
So you want her to put that lotion on her hands
At
with the
nighttime,
rubber gloves
with the
and let
rubber
them
glove.
soak in.
See what that does. Just
Okay.
overnight
That's why I've been trying
with the cotton. Try the others. Just that way the cream is not absorbed into the cotton.
Right.
See what that does.
Okay.
Right, because it can only stay in the...
And the dose of
Right.
Plaquenil is twice a day.
Okay, because he did start me on that. It wasn't last month. I've been on it for a few months now.
Probably subtherapeutic dose.
Okay, because that's when I first started. I didn't have no insurance, and I was on the thing with the insurance.
So,
Rite Aid and
can
all
you
that.
write down the lotion again? Is it N-E-U-V-O
Nivea,
or
Nivea,
something?
N-I-V-E-A.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me help you down, please, if I can. Please. Nice meeting you, ladies.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to you.